The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. Culseth Lawn, Landscape, and Concrete offers all of the services you need to maintain a beautiful outdoor living area throughout the summer. We take care of your yard, from dethatching to fertilizing to mowing. We also pride ourselves in outstanding landscaping and concrete work that won't break the bank. Above all, we do it with pride and excellence. Call Nick at 507-822-0626. Culseth Lawn, Landscape, and Concrete of Windham.
I'm joined right now by Mountain Lake senior Preston Xayachak, our athlete of the week this week. Congratulations, Preston.
Thank you.
Let's go back to the Big South tournament on Friday. And going into Friday's tournament, you know, I looked at the results from Thursday and I was a little surprised. It's a pretty rare night to see you take back-to-back losses in the same night. Yeah. How did that impact your preparation going into Friday, your mental preparation going into Friday?
Well, whatever's in the past is in the past. You just got to keep working harder. So I just try to, have my mind on winning and going into conferences. So.
And right off the bat, you're in the 114-pound class, and there's a lot of tough competition in that weight class. I mean, you had a bye into the semifinals, and your first match is against the Johnson kid from New Ulm, who just beat you a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
What was the strategy going into that match to try and avenge that loss?
Well, I knew I'm best on my feet, so I just try to keep it in neutral. And then towards the end, I just had to keep him down, get a hard ride, but I ended up winning 4-2. So,
did you know that you were getting close to 100 career wins?
I did not know.
Tell me about just what it means for you to reach that milestone your senior year, because you spent a good portion of your career, really not big enough to even wrestle the minimum weight.
Yeah. So starting freshman year, I wasn't even a full 106 pounder. And obviously you can't rack up that many wins if you're underweight. And sophomore year, I racked up a little more. And then junior year is when I started really winning. And it's just a big accomplishment for me because I've always been underweight and I've finally been able to rack up some wins.
Coming into the conference tournament, though, you're in a little bit of an unusual situation for you in that you're actually starting to come down in weight. How different is that for you?
Last year I used to cut a lot, so I'm just getting used to the cut right now. But I gotta stay big, and then once the time comes, I'll cut. But I don't know, it's hard work, but it's pretty rewarding.
The championship match of the conference tournament, though, you wrestled the Hernandez kid from Pipestone, who I think is ranked second or third in Class A. If I'm not mistaken, I think you've seen him earlier in the year and beat him, but this time around he turned the tables on you.
Yeah, I beat him 8-4 the last time I wrestled him in Pipestone, and in that conference he got me back. So yeah, I don't know, I just try to go and try to win that match, but I didn't. So.
What was he able to accomplish to kind of take you out of your normal game plan?
Well, he tried to stay on neutral, which he is best at, which we're both pretty good at, but he just did a better job staying in position and getting me out of position, getting to his shots and just cutting me so we're both up, but he did a pretty well job in doing that.
Section last year was really kind of the big turning point for you, because you wrestled Gunlogson from United. He had beaten you a couple of times during the season, and you were able to beat him at sections and carry that momentum into the state tournament. What are you anticipating for sections this year, knowing that you got the Johnson kid from New Ulm that that you've now split with, but 114 is a really tough weight class in our section.
Well, right now Johnson is the only one I know. I've wrestled a couple 114-pounders that are in a different section, but coming in our section, Johnson's the one I really only know. I could have the potential of beating me, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But
how valuable was the state tournament experience for you last year?
it was amazing. I don't know. It was just pretty eye-opening. I don't know. It was an amazing experience.
Your state tournament experience last year, you got to the semifinals and were wrestling great, and then you got sick. and just there was no gas left in the tank for Saturday. It's unfortunate, but it happens. What were you able to learn, from that experience, and hopefully try to avoid this year?
Something that I learned, always just keep pushing. I don't know. Being sick, it was probably the worst thing that could happen up there, but I just try to push through those matches. I mean, I took hard losses, but I'd say I try to, I don't know, avoid sick people, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to get sick again at state.
This year, it's going to be a little bit different. The section tournament is in Windham, in front of your home team fans. How important is that going to be for you, but also for the rest of the Cobra team that, we haven't had a lot of state qualifiers the last few years?
I'd be really cool to qualify here at home, but I mean, there's probably gonna be a lot more fans, a lot more support. So it'd be really amazing to qualify.
Tell me about, because this year, you've got a couple of younger guys that are working with you in practice. I know you are right around the same weight class as Matthew Vale and Jacob Lopez, and both of those guys have shown a lot of potential this year. And I imagine that your job is twofold. A, you want them to push you as much as you can, but also you want to push them as much as you can for next year.
Yeah. Yeah. Always just trying to get kids to get better. I mean, some of them are in the mindset of just rolling through it, but you want to stay there. You want to be there to have fun, and but you want to get better. So I've been practicing with Tucker too, just rolling in and out with him, and Cameron. I don't know. I've had a couple of different practice partners, but always just trying to work hard with them.
Yeah, and I imagine that guys like Cameron and Tucker give you a little bit different look because they are a little bit bigger than Matthew and Jacob.
Different style too. I mean, Tucker's long, Matthew's small.
Kind of prepares you for a little bit of everything, which honestly is kind of what you're going to see if you get back to the state tournament.
Yeah, definitely. Probably last year at sections when I turned it around when I was losing 5-0 and then hit a turn and put him on his back to put in overtime and win that match to go to qualify for state. I honestly can't think of anything right now, but it's kind of like last year. I don't know. Right now, since sections is coming up, Johnson, I need to get used to his style, watch more film, and work harder. Funny, one of the good wrestlers on the team. I don't know, captain, I guess. I like to lift, not much really, but.
And of course, you're a senior. Have you started narrowing down stuff for next year?
I know I want to go to college, but I've been doing a couple college visits, but nothing in particular that I'm looking at. So,
well, that should be all we need. Congratulations on a nice milestone win last week. Best of luck the rest of the way. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, thank you.
Culseth Lawn, Landscape, and Concrete offers all of the services you need to maintain a beautiful outdoor living area throughout the summer. We take care of your yard, from dethatching to fertilizing to mowing. We also pride ourselves in outstanding landscaping and concrete work that won't break the bank. Above all, we do it with pride and excellence. Call Nick at 507-822-0626. Culseth Lawn, Landscape, and Concrete of Wyndham.